Welcome, fellow explorers of the unknown. My name is David Brackett, and I invite you to journey with me into a realm far less charted than the distant stars, yet brimming with wonders and enigmas that challenge our very understanding of the world. Did you know more people know about space, about the celestial bodies that twinkle millions of miles away, than the crushing, silent depths of our own planet's oceans? It's a staggering thought that beneath the shimmering surface lies a universe of mystery, largely untouched, unseen, and unheard by human senses. This vast, unexplored frontier covers over 70% of our Earth, a colossal, life-giving heart pulsing with secrets. Today we cast our gaze downwards into the profound, often impenetrable darkness of these watery expanses. We shall not merely skim the surface, but plunge into the very core of its most baffling phenomena, the ocean's cradle life, from the microscopic to the truly monstrous, and guard stories that predate our own species. They are a testament to nature's boundless creativity and its capacity for the utterly inexplicable. So prepare yourselves, for what we are about to uncover may well reshape your perception of the world beneath the waves. Fasten your seatbelts or perhaps your submarine hatches as we embark on an extraordinary voyage. Let's dive deep into the top 10 ocean mysteries that will leave you speechless, from chilling disappearances in spectral waters to colossal structures that defy explanation, and from eerie, unexplained sounds to encounters with creatures once thought to be mere legend. Each mystery is a siren's call, luring us closer to the profound truth that our planet still holds so much that is wonderfully, terrifyingly unknown. Our first descent takes us to a notorious stretch of the Atlantic, an expanse of water that has etched itself into the darker corners of maritime lore, the Bermuda Triangle. This enigmatic region, loosely demarcated by points in Bermuda, Florida, and Puerto Rico, has become synonymous with the inexplicable. For decades, perhaps even centuries, tales have whispered of vessels, great and small, and aircraft, swift and modern, that have ventured into its embrace, only to vanish without a trace. No distress calls, no wreckage, no survivors, just an unnerving, echoing silence left in their wake. The sheer number of these disappearances defies simple coincidence, prompting a myriad of theories, from rogue waves and magnetic anomalies to more outlandish speculations involving otherworldly interference or dimensional rifts. The allure of the triangle lies not just in the disappearances themselves, but in the profound lack of answers. Scientists have proposed explanations involving volatile methane hydrates erupting from the seabed, creating areas of low water density that could swallow a ship whole, or sudden violent micro-weather systems. Yet, for every plausible theory, there are incidents that stubbornly refuse to fit, leaving us to ponder the unseen forces that might govern this particular patch of ocean. It remains a stark reminder that even in an age of advanced technology and global surveillance, the sea can and does reclaim its own, leaving behind only questions and a chilling sense of the unknown that continues to captivate and mystify. From the unnerving to the utterly enchanting, we travel now to the coastal waters of Japan, specifically near Amami Oshima Island. Here, on the sandy seabed, a mystery of a different kind unfolds, one not of disappearance, but of intricate, almost unbelievable creation. These are the underwater crop circles, stunningly precise geometric patterns, often spanning several feet in diameter, that appear as if etched by an unseen artistic hand. For years, their origin baffled scientists and delighted conspiracy theorists who imagined everything from miniature alien craft to unknown aquatic entities meticulously crafting these elaborate designs in the quiet solitude of the ocean floor. The patterns themselves are breathtaking, radiating outwards in concentric circles and ridges, a testament to a remarkable, almost mathematical precision. The truth, when finally revealed, was perhaps even more astonishing than the speculation. The artist behind these ephemeral masterpieces is a creature of surprising humility and extraordinary dedication, the tiny male pufferfish, scarcely 5 inches long. With tireless effort, using only his diminutive fins, he labors for days, sometimes weeks, meticulously sculpting the sand, ploughing furrows and building ridges. This elaborate structure is not mere art for art's sake, it is an elaborate nuptial nest, designed to attract a discerning female. The intricate grooves and valleys are believed to channel fine sand towards the center, creating a soft bed for eggs and perhaps even to buffer ocean currents, protecting the precious cargo. It is a profound display of instinct, artistry, and the sheer power of natural selection. We now plunge into the deepest, darkest, and arguably most alien realm on our planet, the Mariana Trench. Located in the western Pacific Ocean, this colossal scar in the Earth's crust descends to a staggering depth of nearly 11,000 meters, or almost 7 miles. To put this into perspective, if Mount Everest were placed into the trench, its summit would still be submerged by over a mile of water. The pressure here is immense, over 1,000 times that at sea level, capable of crushing most human-made submersibles like tin cans. Sunlight cannot penetrate these abyssal depths, leaving this world in perpetual icy darkness, a place where the rules of life as we know them are rewritten. Yet even in this seemingly inhospitable environment, life, in its most extraordinary and resilient forms, persists. The creatures that inhabit the Hadal Zone, as this deepest layer is known, are truly the stuff of science fiction. Anglerfish lure unsuspecting prey with bioluminescent beacons dangling in the dark, their grotesque forms perfectly adapted to an existence of scarcity and extreme pressure. Viperfish with needle-like fangs, goblin sharks with protruding jaws, and ghostly snailfish, the deepest living fish ever recorded, glide through the crushing blackness. These are not just survivors. They are masters of an environment that would mean instant annihilation for most other life forms, a testament to the tenacity of life to find a foothold in even the most extreme corners of our world. Chapter 4: The Unearthly Call Echoes from the Abyss. In the summer of 1997, a sound unlike any heard before emanated from the remote depths of the South Pacific Ocean. Recorded by hydrophones, underwater listening devices originally deployed by the US Navy to detect Soviet submarines, this mysterious utterance was dubbed the bloop. What made the bloop so extraordinary was its sheer power and its unique acoustic signature. It was an ultra-low frequency, yet immensely powerful sound, detected by sensors spread across an astonishing 5,000 kilometers. Its profile did not match any known man-made noises, nor did it resemble the calls of familiar marine giants like blue whales, whose vocalizations, though mighty, were dwarfed by the sheer amplitude of this enigmatic signal. The bloop's origin quickly became a subject of intense speculation. Could it be the vocalization of a colossal, undiscovered marine creature larger than any known to science? The sound profile, with its rapid rise in frequency, was somewhat reminiscent of biological sounds, yet its sheer volume suggested an organism of truly gargantuan proportions. Other theories proposed geological events, such as large ice quakes from calving icebergs in Antarctica, or even secret underwater experiments. While the icequake theory gained traction, with some similarities found between the bloop's signature and the sounds of fracturing ice, a definitive, universally accepted explanation remains elusive. The bloop continues to resonate as an eerie reminder of the vast sonorous wilderness that lies beneath the waves, a place where unimaginable sounds can echo unheard by human ears across entire ocean basins. Chapter 5: Submerged Sentinels, Whispers of a Lost Civilization. Off the southern coast of Yonaguni-jima, Japan, lies a submerged enigma that has ignited fierce debate amongst archaeologists, geologists, and historians for decades: the Yonaguni Monument. Discovered in 1986 by a local diver, this massive rock formation features remarkably flat terraces, imposing step structures, and seemingly carved right angles, all spread across an area comparable to a small city block. The structure rises from the seabed, its most prominent feature a rectangular edifice measuring approximately 150 meters long, 40 meters wide, and 25 meters high. The sheer scale and apparent artificiality of these formations have led many to believe that it is not a natural phenomenon, but the remnants of an ancient man-made city submerged by rising sea levels or a cataclysmic event thousands of years ago. Proponents of the man-made theory point to features that resemble carved staircases, walls, and even what appears to be a giant turtle-like carving. They suggest it could be a relic of a lost Pacific civilization, perhaps dating back to the last ice age when sea levels were significantly lower. However, many geologists remain skeptical, arguing that the formations are the result of natural geological processes such as sandstone erosion along well-defined bedding plains and tectonic activity common in the region. They contend that the sharp edges and flat surfaces can be explained by the natural fracturing patterns of the rock. Yet, the allure of a sunken city, a Japanese Atlantis, continues to draw explorers and researchers, each dive hoping to uncover definitive proof that will solve the mystery of these silent underwater sentinels. Chapter 6: The Baltic Enigma, an alien relic or natural wonder. In the summer of 2011, a Swedish ocean exploration team, Ocean X, using side-scan sonar, stumbled upon a most peculiar object resting on the seabed of the Baltic Sea at a depth of approximately 85 meters. This discovery, quickly dubbed the Baltic Sea Anomaly, presented as a large, remarkably circular feature some 60 meters in diameter, with what appeared to be ramp-like structures, straight edges and other unusual formations not typically associated with natural rock. Adding to the intrigue, the team reported that their electrical equipment, including satellite phones and cameras, malfunctioned when directly above the object, only returning to normal function once they moved away. This detail, coupled with the object's unusual shape, immediately sparked a firestorm of speculation. The theories ranged from the mundane to the truly extraordinary. Some suggested it was a natural, albeit unusual, geological formation, perhaps a glacial deposit or a manganese nodule. Others, however, were captivated by its disc-like shape, drawing comparisons to fictional spacecraft like the Millennium Falcon, and proposed it could be a crashed, unidentified flying object, ancient advanced technology, or even a secret World War II anti-submarine device. Divers who later visited the site reported seeing strange angular formations and what appeared to be a drag mark on the seabed leading up to the object, as if it had skidded to a halt. Samples retrieved were found to be mundane rock like granite and basalt, but the overall structure remains a puzzle, a circular enigma resting silently in the cold, dark waters of the Baltic. Imagine sailing across a calm, dark ocean, when suddenly the waters around your vessel begin to glow with an eerie, milky white luminescence, stretching as far as the eye can see. This is not a scene from a fantasy novel, but a very real, albeit rare and mystifying phenomenon known as the Milky Sea. Documented by mariners for centuries, particularly in the waters around the Indian Ocean and Indonesia, these events transform vast expanses of the ocean surface into a continuous, uniform field of light, sometimes lasting for several nights. Unlike the more common transient flashes of bioluminescence caused by disturbed plankton in a ship's wake, Milky Seas are sustained, widespread, and create an ethereal, almost otherworldly atmosphere. The cause of this spectacular display remained a puzzle for a very long time. Early theories ranged from reflections of atmospheric conditions to unusual chemical reactions in the water. However, recent research, aided by satellite imagery capturing these glowing patches from space, points to a specific type of bioluminescent bacteria congregating in colossal numbers, potentially in the trillions. It's believed these bacteria, when they reach a certain population density in association with blooms of microalgae, engage in a process called quorum sensing, triggering a coordinated, sustained glow. Why they do this on such a massive scale is still debated, perhaps to attract fish that might consume them and aid their dispersal, or as a byproduct of their metabolic processes. Whatever the precise mechanism, the Milky Sea remains one of nature's most ghostly and beautiful light shows. For centuries, tales of monstrous, many-armed creatures rising from the abyssal depths to drag sailors and their ships to a watery doom have haunted maritime folklore. The Kraken, a legend born of Scandinavian sea lore, was perhaps the most infamous of these terrors, a symbol of the ocean's unknown and fearsome power. For a long time, these stories were dismissed as mere embellishments, the fantastical imaginings of superstitious seafarers. Giant squids, or were thought to be creatures of myth, their existence confined to the pages of tall tales and ancient bestiaries. The occasional carcass washed ashore, often damaged and decayed, offered tantalizing but incomplete glimpses of these elusive behemoths. However, the relentless march of technology and human curiosity has slowly peeled back the veil of mystery. In 2004, Japanese researchers achieved a landmark breakthrough, capturing the first ever images of a live giant squid in its natural deep-sea habitat, some 900 meters below the surface. Then, in 2012, an even more astonishing feat was accomplished. The first filming of an adult giant squid gracefully propelling itself through the inky blackness. These encounters revealed an animal of incredible proportions, with eyes the size of dinner plates, the largest in the animal kingdom, and 10 powerful arms, 2 of which are elongated tentacles equipped with sucker-lined clubs used to snatch prey. Far from being malevolent monsters, they are magnificent predators, perfectly adapted to the crushing pressures and perpetual darkness of the deep, a living testament to the fact that sometimes myth can indeed become breathtaking reality. Perhaps no oceanic mystery has captivated the human imagination quite like the legend of Atlantis. First described by the ancient Greek philosopher Plato in his dialogues Timaeus and Critias, Atlantis was depicted as a formidable naval power, a utopian civilization possessing advanced knowledge and immense wealth, located beyond the Pillars of Hercules, the Strait of Gibraltar. According to Plato's account, this magnificent island kingdom, after a failed attempt to invade Athens, incurred the wrath of the gods and in a single day and night of misfortune was swallowed by the sea, vanishing without a trace around 9600 BC. This dramatic tale of a lost paradise has fueled an enduring quest that has spanned millennia. The search for Atlantis has led explorers and theorists to propose countless locations from the Mediterranean Sea, with candidates like Santorini, Thera, whose volcanic eruption devastated the Minoan civilization, to the Atlantic Ocean, the Caribbean, and even more far-flung places. Was Plato's account a historical reality, a moral allegory, or a philosophical fiction? The lack of definitive archaeological evidence has kept the debate alive. Some argue that the story is a metaphorical representation of an ideal state, while others believe it is a garbled memory of a real Bronze Age catastrophe. Despite the skepticism of many mainstream archaeologists, the allure of a sophisticated, technologically advanced civilization lost beneath the waves continues to inspire expeditions, books, and an unyielding hope that one day the remnants of this fabled city will finally be discovered. Our final mystery takes us to the Lighthouse Reef, some 70 kilometers off the coast of Belize. Here lies a near-perfectly circular deep blue hole, a colossal marine sinkhole known as the Great Blue Hole. From the air it appears as a giant, dark pupil in the turquoise eye of the surrounding shallow reef. Approximately 318 meters across and 124 meters deep, this geological marvel is not just a breathtaking sight, but also a unique time capsule, offering insights into Earth's prehistoric climate. It was formed during several episodes of Quaternary glaciation, when sea levels were much lower. As the ocean began to rise again, the cave was flooded, creating this spectacular vertical cavern. The Great Blue Hole gained international fame when Jacques Cousteau explored its depths in 1971, declaring it one of the top scuba diving sites in the world. Divers are drawn to its clear waters and the opportunity to see remarkable geological formations, including giant stalactites and stalagmites that were formed in dry caves when the structure was above sea level. Analysis of sediment layers within the hole has provided scientists with a record of past storm activity and climate shifts, revealing periods of intense drought that may have contributed to the decline of the ancient Maya civilization. Beyond its scientific value and allure for divers, the Great Blue Hole is a stunning example of how geological processes over vast timescales can sculpt features of profound beauty and mystery, a deep blue window into our planet's dynamic past. And so, our journey through the ocean's most perplexing mysteries draws to a close, but the exploration itself is far from over. From the disquieting silence of the Bermuda Triangle to the artistic endeavors of a tiny pufferfish, from the crushing depths of the Mariana Trench to the ghostly glow of the Milky Seas, we've glimpsed but a fraction of the wonders and enigmas that lie hidden beneath the waves. The ocean's depths hold secrets beyond our wildest imaginations, a constant, humbling reminder of how much we still have to learn about our own blue planet. Each submerged structure, each unexplained sound, each elusive creature, whispers of stories yet untold. These mysteries are not just curiosities, they are invitations to question, to explore, and to marvel at the sheer complexity and resilience of life and the profound forces that shape our world. The deep sea remains one of the last true frontiers on Earth, a realm where discovery awaits those bold enough to seek it. As technology advances, we peel back layer by watery layer the veils of obscurity, yet with each answer found, new questions invariably arise, beckoning us further into the abyss. The spirit of inquiry is what drives us forward, compelling us to understand these vast, vital, and often vulnerable ecosystems. The narratives of the ocean are as deep and as varied as the waters themselves. They challenge our perceptions, ignite our curiosity, and underscore the critical importance of protecting these incredible environments for generations to come. Which mystery intrigued you the most? Was it the chilling possibility of a lost civilization, the call of an unknown behemoth, or the silent artistry on the seabed? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you for joining me, David Brackett, on this voyage into the unknown. Until next time, keep exploring.